Hello adventurers, it is I, Soulist Venture, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for today, before we dive into a brand new adventure, I would love to do some Patreon member shoutouts. So we have our amazing Dungeoneers. We have Brad, Selena, Erica Elaine, Old School Dungeon Master, and Chris John. Thank you all so much for supporting me. And of course, we have our adventurers. So we have MC versus me, Blair Black, and Todd. Thank you all so much for supporting me. But not just me, also supporting the community holiday giveaway. So if you are new here, I do have a holiday giveaway. You could win a $50 gift card to shop at Drive-Thru RPG. So that is right, a $50 gift card. So one lucky winner will win that, and then 3 scans of some of my art pieces that I will choose to send to the winner as well. And please keep in mind that the end date for this giveaway, so the form will close next Wednesday. So please fill out that form as soon as possible. And then the next day, maybe a couple days after it closes, I will put everyone in a random name generator picker thing, and then I will pull out the winner from that, and I'll contact them separately. So make sure you are also using an email that you do check. So yeah, that's a little bit of info of the giveaway. But when you click on the form, all the details will be found on there. But anyways, so we shall begin. So today we are starting a brand new adventure, and it is titled Jory, the Undead Gunslinger. So we are going to be hanging out over here with Jory, and then his trusty sidekick, his little pet slime, Rorik. And if you have watched a little snippet of the teaser that I did, the little teaser essentially explains the adventure prompt. So in this town of Anvil's End, rumors are circulating around Anvil's End from locals saying that they have been hearing some strange sounds coming out of a dried well. And Rorik and Jory, they have been hired by the town mayor to investigate. So a little bit about Jory. So as you can see, this is a very unlikely duo, but I love it. So his background, he is an outrider, and outriders in the CAIRN campaign, so they are usually hired to escort caravans. So they have a horse, and instead of a horse, I thought just giving him the pet slime would be cooler. They escort caravans, they track down some wanted fugitives. They can be considered either a hero or a villain. I can kind of see like thieves kind of being part of the outrider background too. But I'm not really sure exactly what his alignment is. I would say he's pretty neutral. He kind of comes across as this like calm, cool, collected kind of a guy. I mean, look at him. He looks really cool. So the interesting thing about Jory here, so he is an undead, but he can't remember how he got turned into an undead. So there are times where people, they would either immediately recognize who Jory is, or they would turn their faces away because they just can't really stand the look of Jory, of him being an undead. So he doesn't know too much about like what his past was like. So when he looks into the mirrors, they actually shatter right as he stares into his own reflection. But he also catches glimpses of the past in certain visions, and he can see a little bit of his like humanity, but he can't put all the pieces back together into a cohesive memory. And so that is kind of the little funky thing about Jory's story is, yes, he is hired to do all these different jobs and stuff, but he also has his own personal journey to understand who he is and who he was in the past. Now, what I'm going to do here, also these are just little notes of the adventure. So a couple of key NPCs, couple of monsters and such, of what they could possibly come across in the Wild West, combat notes, and then I just have some ideas for vehicles, certain weapons, and just random stuff that would be found in an alien kind of like setting. So this is a Wild West sci-fi alien kind of a theme. So I'm really, really excited about this. This will be like cowboys and aliens kind of. So before they reach Anvil's End, so let's see what the starting scene kind of looks like. So I'm gonna use my mini DM screen here, and we'll just roll on some prompts and different options here for the scene. So let's see. We got an 8. Okay. And then a 9. Okay. So in 8, we have the word. So this is session 1. So session 1, we have here the words collapse and then possession. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna set up the scene. So we have the scene here. So we have the words collapse and possession. So Jory and Rorik are making their way down this like canyon like alley almost, and they see a sign pointing to Anvil's End. So this is where they are trying to go. And as they're making their way down, they see a rock slide. So a rock slide up ahead here. They also see something kind of stuck under the rock slide. So unfortunately, their path is a little blocked over here. And Rorik is probably checking it out a little bit, and then he turns to Jory. He's like, "Ah, these damn bandits. I'm sure they are the ones that caused this rock slide." And then Jory kind of bends down and tries to kind of see like what's going on. And he notices an odd object that's kind of poking out between the rocks here. So let's see what that is. Okay, so we got the word corruption. Okay, so we got the word possession and corruption here. Okay, Jory says, they seem like bodies under here. So he starts to try to like pull rocks apart and such to try to clear at least some of the stuff away. But he sees that there's a dead body on the ground as he's trying to lift the rocks here. And Rorik's probably gonna smell the body. He's like, well, this person's dead, all right. And Jory's like, hey, we have to respect the dead. Remember that, okay? And he's bending down. He's looking at who this is. And let's see, who is this particular person here? Okay, so we have a 3. Okay, so we have here a runesmith. So instead of a runesmith, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's a doctor. So it's a traveling doctor that was probably making his way to Anvil's End, and some bandits got in his way, and unfortunately they sabotaged the way to Anvil's End, and he got killed by the rock slide. And Jory's probably going to kind of like pick his pockets and see if this dead body has anything valuable. And Rorik is like, respect the dead, huh? And here you go, you're trying to loot this body. And Rorik is probably laughing at Jory, and Jory's like, well, no, they're not going to be using it clearly because they're dead. And so let's see what this dead doctor, let's see what they have in their pockets. Yeah, we are going to see I'm just gonna roll a d20, kind of see. Okay, so we got an 8. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, chain. What else? We have 10, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there is a chest. Okay. As Jory is kind of trying to pick this stranger's pockets here, and he spots a bag, and in this bag is a treasure chest of some sort. Maybe it's not exactly treasure, but it is a chest. And he also found a chain rope, basically. So Jory is kind of looking at this chest, and he's like, huh, you'd imagine that the bandits would get this chest. I wonder why they never tried to even get his bag here. And Rorik is probably like, well, I wonder, I'm sure these bandits, they're probably more aware of all the superstition that goes on here in the Wild West. Maybe there's something about this chest that scared them away. And Jory is holding this chest, and he's probably seeing how normal it is. Is there anything odd? I'm gonna ask the Oracle now. Is there anything odd about this chest that would prevent people from taking it? So I'm gonna roll d6, and I'm probably gonna give it a +2 because it might be likely. Okay, so we got a 6, 8. Okay, so that is a yes, a definite yes. Okay, and we also get to roll on one of the little tables here that I have. So a definite yes, and we got a 4. Okay, and for the word that we got, we have the word, where was it? Oh, omen. Okay. So as Jory is looking at this chest, he turns to Rorik and says, you know, there's some strange writing on this chest, and I wonder if that's kind of what spooked the bandits. Maybe they think like a witch or something has cursed this chest. Or maybe they think this doctor is a witch of some sort. And Rorik's probably like, well, whatever's in the chest, they probably don't want anybody else to have it. And maybe we should take that as a sign for us to either leave it alone, or we take it and make somebody else open it, and then they're the ones to just deal whatever is in that chest. And Jory's like, well, you know what? How about we just hang on onto this chest? I wonder if I can find if he has a key or something. He is going to search for the key here. And I think I'm actually going to roll on the Oracle and ask if there is a key. No. Okay. So looks like the key is missing. We can't find it. It's probably under more rocks here. But I wonder if there's like any other bodies around here as well. And Jory's probably going to look around. Let's see. No. Okay. So strangely enough, it was just this doctor that was found under the pile of rocks here. And so I think now what they're gonna do. So Jory is gonna say, "Well, you know what? Let's just keep moving. We're almost to Anvil's End, anyways, and maybe there's someone in town who could help us out with this chest." And Rorik's like, "Yep, you're right. We should just keep moving." And he's like, "But what will we do about this body?" And Jory's like, "We'll just carry it to the side and pay our respects here." So he's gonna carry the body, put the body off to the side. And Jory and Rorik are gonna look at the body, and Jory's just gonna say like a little prayer in his head to just give a blessing towards this stranger. And Rorik's like, "Okay, can we keep a move on? I'm getting tired of this." And Jory will continue onward, and he tells Rorik to keep an eye out for any other bandits. And so now they are continuing on, and let's say now this is a totally new scene. So where they're getting closer to Anvil's end. Does anything bad happen this time? 3. No. Okay, sweet. So it looks like on the way to Anvil's end, to the town, it seems to be clear. So that's nice. So it's clear and safe, and Rorik's gonna keep going, Jory's gonna keep going, and then eventually they make it to Anvil's end. All right. So they have finally, they're coming over through this way. So this will be kind of the way that they're coming in. And so as they're coming in, the watchtower, so there's a couple of people up here at the watchtower that keep an eye out for anybody passing through. And now, let's see here. Here's the watchtower. And then we have someone at the tower, and they're saying, "Hey there, we need to stop. We need to ask you a couple questions." And then Jory is gonna wave to the watchtower guard here and say, "Hey, it's just me. Just good old Jory and Rorik. We were hired by the mayor to figure out what's going on in this town." He's probably gonna come down, and he immediately recognizes Jory and Rorik, and he's probably like a little scared, kind of seeing how Jory has this undead face. And the watchtower guard, he's like, "Oh wow, so the rumors are true. You really are just bone, aren't you?" Jory's like, "Well, yeah. I mean, nothing new here. Like, I didn't know that." And Rorik's like, "Okay, you need to leave Jory alone here." And the watchtower guard's probably like, "Huh, and you're Rorik. Okay, you're kind of a strange looking fella." And he's probably gonna, Rorik is probably gonna stick his tongue out. He's like, "You know what? Leave us alone. We're trying to do a good deed here and help out the town, and all we want to do is just see the mayor." And Jory's looking at Rorik like, "Okay, you have done too much talking. Let me do the talking now." And so he's gonna say, "Yeah, don't worry. The mayor, he's in his office, but it's just the building behind me. Go through the front door, and you'll see the mayor." And he says, "Thank you kindly," and they will make their way through the town. And I do want to roll on the tables here to kind of see what the setting is like of the town. So we're gonna roll here. Okay, so we got the word collapse again. Okay, so instead of taking it literally as collapse, I'm gonna say it's like a economic collapse. Like, they're probably a poor mining town, so maybe they haven't really gotten lucky that much with finding a lot of good minerals and stones and stuff that they could trade with other towns of the Wild West. So yeah, so it's they're a little on the poor side, and probably the mayor is struggling with trying to keep up the town, and the townsfolk are probably complaining to the mayor. So as they're walking through, they see, it's a busy day. People are trying to do their best, trying to make a good living. And Jory, he sees the building of the town hall, and then he's telling Rorik, "Okay, you let me do the talking. I just want you to follow me, follow my lead, and we'll see what's going on with the well around here." Okay. And Rorik's gonna nod his head, and he was like, "Hey, fine, I'll shut up." And so Now they're going to make their way inside, and they're going to meet the mayor. Now the town hall. I do want to see how many, I guess, like what the layout is like. So I'm thinking, how many rooms are there? And okay, so we got 6. So how I'm kind of picturing it, so on the map here, so for the town hall, which is this one, it kind of has like an L shape with 2 entrances. So I'm kind of picturing it. I'll just draw it here. Okay, so here is the main entrance, and then I think the side entrance, yeah, is over here. Okay, so Jory and Rorik, they're going through this entrance, and there are six rooms. So I'm kind of picturing like there might be a room here, another one here. I can see like a big one here, 1, 2, and 3. This could be 4, and then this could, the hallway could be like a 5, and then maybe there is like on the second floor, so maybe there are stairs that leads up to a different room here. So this will be 1, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, so in room 5, so 5 can just be like the entrance lobby area, and then room 1 will be the mayor's office here. Okay, so they go in, and in the lobby area, so this is the lobby of room 5. So as they are entering, so this is room 5 right now, what they probably see is a desk. So a desk over here, we'll just use this rock to represent a desk, and then we have the mayor's kind of a assistant or something. Okay, so the mayor's assistant is over here. Is this a male or a female? Okay, so we got Odd, so I was thinking Odd would be male. So he's probably, busy looking at his papers and whatnot, organizing things. He looks up, and let's see what his reaction is when he sees Jory and Rorik. So yeah, let's see. So we have 5. Okay, so we have a 5, and it looks like he's kind of hesitant. So he seems hesitant at first. He's like, "Whoa, who are you? I have no idea, like what you are. Like what are you?" And Jory's probably like laughing, and he's like, "Look, you're probably new and you don't even know me, but I'm Jory, and your mayor of Anvil's Inn, the guy that you work for, has hired me to kind of take care of some stuff that's going on at this dried out well not too far from town." And this guy's like, "What? Your name's Jory?" And he's probably like, looking at all the papers, trying to see if he can find anything. And then Rorik is probably looking up at this guy, and he's rolling his eyes, and he's like, "Oh my god, this guy has no idea what he's doing." And so let's see, is he I wonder if like the mayor would kind of pop in now at this point. So let's see here. Oh, I fucked up the roll there. Let's see. Okay, so we got a 4. Yes. Okay, so he is hesitant. So the assistant is hesitant, and he's flipping through all his notes and stuff, and he can't find the name Jory anywhere. And the mayor's probably gonna come out of his office and try to speak with the assistant and Jory here. So the assistant doesn't know Jory. She's probably freaking out, right? Like, who is this guy? And now finally, the mayor comes up behind him, and he says, Now, We'll call him Nicholas. Now, Nicholas, you don't need to worry. Just go back to your work. I'll take care of this. He comes around the desk and he says, "Ah, yay! We finally have you in town, Jory. So you are Jory, and you must be Rorik." And Rorik's probably smiling, and he's probably thinking, "Finally, there's like at least someone that's friendly and happy to see us." And the mayor, we'll call him Tom. So Tom, the mayor. I'm gonna write a note here. So Tom, the mayor. So Jory is about to stick out his hand to introduce himself, and Jory is like, "Hi, you already know me. I received a letter from you to stop by Anvil's End and to figure out what's going on at the well." And Tom is like, "Yes, finally, thank you so much. Yes, the locals have been really scared about the sounds that are coming out of the well. So we're definitely very lucky to have you here and help us out." And Jory's probably gonna look around the building. He probably sees how it's kind of like a wear and tear, kind of a structure, and you can kind of see like the wood is really like old and probably like rotting too. And he's probably gonna say to the mayor, "Is like, look, is your town Anvil's End? Is it like, are you guys struggling financially? Because honestly, like coming through into the town, I'd imagine that this mining town would be financially like stable, but you guys look like you're struggling a little bit." And the mayor's like, "Well, yes. To be frank, we haven't been having that much success with the mines in this area of Ignisar. We've been just kind of going through a lot of trouble. The mines are just filled with a bunch of monsters that just make mining like hard, and no one's really like super fit to like fight them off. And so yeah, it has been a little bit of a struggle lately for the town, I will say." And Jory's like, "Okay, well, you know what? I wonder if that also is kind of linked to the well too, because with it being underground, I feel like things are just connected here in the Wild West, especially in this part of Ignisar. I wouldn't be surprised if the troubles that you guys are going through, if it's related to whatever's going on down at that well." And the mayor Tom's like, "Yes, you're probably right. I did have like a few scouts to try to like see what's going on in the well, and they said that they've seen strange glowing green eyes coming out of the well. We're not really sure what that could be. Could be monsters, but it sounds like they've never seen anything like it. And everyone is too scared to go down to see what's going on. And so that's where you come in, my friend Jory." And Jory's like, "Well, I wouldn't say that we're friends right away, but you know what? You have hired at least the right guy. Like I'm down to check it out and see what's going on. Did your scouts, did they map out the area at all, or do they have like a good idea of where things are?" And Tom, the mayor, is like, "Well, we at least have a generic map. Just looking through the history of Ignisar and the layout, we do have a rough sketch, but we're not really sure how accurate it is. But this is also kind of the map is a combination of historical maps and documents too that the scouts have just kind of like put together. So just bear in mind this is not 100% accurate." And the mayor will hand him a map of possibly the underground mines that link to the well. And this is what Jory sees. So Jory sees this layout of the tunnels. And Jory's like, we could work with this. I mean, this is better than nothing. At least this will give us a good idea of what to expect. It looks like there's just a bunch of like tunnels that you can like get lost in. And Tom saying like, yeah, you know, like that has been a problem of people getting lost in the tunnels and the mines and not coming out, either because they go crazy and they can't find their way back, or maybe they're attacked by different monsters that lurk in the mines, or even rock slides. That's really common too. So this is what the layout looks like, but we're not really sure which areas are closed off because of old rock slides and such. So again, you just gotta keep that in mind. All right. And Jory looks at Rorik and he's like, you know, I think we're ready. I think we have like what we need. We just need to get a few supplies and then we can start making our way out to the well and see what's going on. What do you say, Rorik? And Rorik is still like silent and he's like looking at Jory. And Jory's like, okay, you can talk now. And then Rorik's like, finally, I can finally talk. Yes, I think we are ready. We just need to get the right supplies. And then Mr. Tom, Mr. Mayor, we will help you out. And Tom's is smiling at Rorik and Jory, and he's like, well, thank you. It will mean a lot to us for all the help. Thank you so much. And Jory and Rorik are gonna make their way out of the building, and now they are back in just the main kind of area of Anvil's End. And so that is where we are going to leave off the adventure for now. So next time they are going to try to find some supplies, and then maybe eventually with this chest that Jory and Rorik found, they want to see if there's someone in town that could help them out with figuring out what's in the chest, or why people are leaving the chest alone, especially the bandits, why they never even really touched it. So all right, well, yeah, that is where we are going to leave off the adventure. So thank you so much for joining me and Rorik and Jory on this awesome adventure. Can't wait to see what's in store for these guys. It'll be a really fun campaign. I'm really excited. So anyways, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much, adventurers, for all the support. Until next time.